your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams, you lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow comes shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing the dreams that you wish will come true. It's the message that I wanted to share, because we spend so much of our lives people telling us to get our heads out of the clouds, and in the more recent years there's been the whole princess programming, and we're in a really important time where we can look at everything around us and see the patterns of that before, and also wonder why things are the way they are now, like what led to these moments. And one of the big things is with fairy tales. It's like the whole make-believe thing. It's like, just because you want it and imagine it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Actually, that's absolutely how it happens. The power of our energy is just, it's so crucial. It's so important. That literally is the key. It's the key to keep dreaming, to keep dreaming and living this. We're living in this reality where we're told that you need to do more than just dream. You need to be productive, that you need to put more action into it. And I can see how action could be useful. And at the same time, I'm existing in my femininity, where the action that I'm putting out is the action of dreaming. That song is from Cinderella. She's, I don't remember which scene it is, but I do remember her just living a reality different from what she wanted. She was suppressed, repressed, but still had her head in clouds, still stayed connected, to the point where she got a guide, a spiritual guide, a fairy godmother, and she was connected to the animals. And even though her circumstances were very different from the reality that she wanted, she just kept dreaming, and existing in that wonderfulness. And I think about my life and how I've manifested a lot of things. A lot of things I unintentionally manifested by perpetuating the cycles of the energies that just were in my orbit, or allowing fear to use my manifestation powers to create more of that in my life. And I've also created some really beautiful things by just putting it into my vortex. And the dream that I'm living right now, I've been living. And I find myself in so many moments just thinking, like, is this real? It's like, this is it. Like, I've been dreaming of this. Couldn't see everything that it looked like. But when I'm sitting in a canyon and I'm feeling the peace, looking around on all these different elements, things that I silently manifest, and I'm just like, this is it. Oh my goodness. And it feels just as beautiful as I imagined it would feel. And there have been people, so many people always tell me the dreams that I have are too big or they're crazy, or like, how are you going to get to there from this point? You need to do this and this and this, and you're just not there. And like, oh, a big one is, how are you going to do that with 2 children, right? I had one person, whenever I told them I was manifesting a camper and what I wanted to do, and these are dreams I've had for a while, but like, you know, I sought the opportunity, and she was just like, that's crazy. You know that's crazy, right? And I was like, yeah, I know it's crazy. And I'm also used to people telling me that it's crazy. But it's the existence that I want to live, you know? And and I manifest the camper, right? And I get it all prepped up to go. Sorry, it's a mess right now. Oh my goodness. And I was doing it, you know? She was like, I'm terrified. I'm terrified to do this. And you're doing it. And you have 2 children. And the common thing I get is, like, you're doing it with grace, you're doing it with a smile. Like, how are you not stressed? There's nothing to be stressed about. The divine supports us, always, you know, source aligned, the faith. And I know that every action that I put out has the underlying intention of being a blessing. So why would I receive anything other than that? Just because history has shown me a bunch of polarity? Yeah, so what? I know that exists, which means I know the opposite exists too. And then she sees it in action. She's like, whoa, Davi, like, you're doing it. Like, yeah, I am doing it. And it's getting better and better every day. The days are so full. The days are always full. Y'all know me. The days are always full. But these days, this past week has felt like a lifetime. And so peaceful, moving with such ease. Get this, y'all. I've been sleeping overnight. Sleeping overnight? Y'all know I don't sleep like that. My body was at ease. My mind was at ease. My heart just felt peace. And feeling gratitude every moment along the way. I feel like a lot of my talks recently have been just encouraging y'all to manifest the life that you want. Keep hearing it over and over again, and it's so easy. Y'all know my story. Big parts of it, at least. And the reality I'm living now is the complete opposite of what I was living 10 months ago. A year ago. I knew I wasn't happy in that existence, and I felt tired, drained, like I had no energy, but what could I do? I could go in the shower and I could dream. I can imagine what it would be like to have everything, to exist in the way that I wanted to. And I still do it, you know. There's more manifestations on top of manifestations, and y'all know I dream big. And so I know all of those things are going to happen in divine time. The stress, no need for stress. It tells us things, right? Like, it's communication. It can also waste energy. So last video I told y'all, like, you know, I lost my keys, and I decided I wasn't gonna go to the other spot I was gonna go to that people kept telling me to go to. I'm just like, well, what do I really want to do? I really just want to find a tumbleweed. And no, that wasn't really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to be in nature. I still want to find a tumbleweed, don't get me wrong. But I did not find one because that was a little too far south for what I was trying to do. You know, I had it in my mind I was going to do something else, and, you know, coordinating things and planning things out, and the divine was just like, chill out, Tommy. I want to offer service everywhere I go. And I am, you know, just by being. And I had it in my mind that I needed to do something grandiose, put a lot of energy into it. But I don't. I know I made an impact. I can feel it when I have interactions with people. I know I'm making such a huge impact on my children right now. The way Rian glows and laughs, and I'm just in awe and how intelligent he is, you know. And Ren, how happy and safe he is. And there's the 3D stuff working in the background. I had to do some 3D stuff today, and couldn't even get stressed out about it. It's like, oh, there's a reason. The reason I had to go through this right now, and I don't know what it is right now, but I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm just gonna take care of it in divine time. There's still things I need to do, you know. Everything works out. Everything always works out. So I didn't look for tumbleweeds, but I spent some beautiful time in a canyon lake. I have this peaceful place that I bring to people. I bring to people in guided meditations, and this replaced that. The overwhelm, the whelm of peacefulness. So we're hiking down, and it's a bit of a drought right now. They haven't had rain in a while, and the ground's a little bit cracked, and there's plants that are a little bit dry, and some of them still have a little tinges of green, but there's a lot of those brown twigs shooting up, and white flowers, and tiny white flowers, and tiny yellow flowers, and there's large stones in the path, and weaving through it, hearing the giggles of Rian as he's hopping from stone to stone. And he's running up ahead with Joe. They're playing together. And then we get to this part where it dips down some more. And climb down, and I sit on this big boulder. The boulder is like this white gray. And then it dips down more and more, but I'm looking over, and I see burgundy and deep greens and just such beautiful vibrance No, not vibrant. Well, I guess it is vibrant. Just beautiful colors contrasting against the pallid stone. And then I look out over the water and the sun is setting. And there's a reflection of the sun and sky in the water. So there's tones of orange and yellow and purple and pink and blue. And there's about 50 ducks flying, landing in the water. Ryan and Joe are down the way, just like playing, talking about birds and fish, and picking up a million rocks. And I'm breathing. And by this time, I was nursing Ren, looking around at everything and just thinking, feeling, wow, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it with my children. And I'm having other elements that I dreamt of and how it would feel to have those elements in my life and with my children, and just being like, wow, this is it. And this is it, and it builds onto so much more. We are truly living. It doesn't matter what people say against it, what fears they try to imbue, because I'm living it. You know, like, of course there's gonna be underlying fear from other people because they're not having the same experience. Like, I exist in a state of peacefulness, and this was just like so much more. Has been so much more. It's just like every single day, every moment of the day. Whoa, this is it. I love this. I love this. And I want that for y'all. I want y'all to exist in your dreams, exist in your manifestation, escaped victimhood and circumstance. It's possible. We've just been programmed to believe that it's not. Programmed to stay put, to abide, to be good little producers. What about great little receivers? Grand receivers of all of the beauty and wonder and peace and love and lightness that this world has to offer. And no, y'all, I'm not on any drugs. This is just the energy of peace, you know? Release the stories, the narratives. Ah, that's my cue. Love y'all.